Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my shop. Buckrun11 here. We are going to build some rabbit cages. I just finished up on the carriers. I got two more lids to do, but I ran out of wire. So we're going to start on my rabbit cages. I thought I'd go over your basic tools and then some more advanced tools that I might be using that should make it easier and faster. I'll start with gloves. They're optional, but I recommend them. My hands were killing me last week after I finished on those, cutting all that wire. Tape measure. A pair of pliers might come in handy. Here's your J-clip pliers. These are real old ones. The newer ones are like flat metal, and there's two pieces on one side and a single on the other that come in between them. And those are your J-clip pliers. You're going to need a supply of J-clips. This is a J-clip. It goes in your pliers like this. Let me grab this piece of wire here. Bend it around like I was going to hook these two together. What you do, try to do it so you can see it, is you get your J-hook hooked on one of them, bring it in and squeeze it, and it just wraps around both of them. I hope I had that. I'll know later if I didn't. That's how they work. If I didn't get it in the view, I'll try it again later. You'll need some wire cutters. Now, if you saw my other video, I made these years ago by just rolling that on a grinding wheel real slow and dunking it in water to keep it cool until I had them so that cutting edge was flush with this edge. That way it doesn't leave that little nubbin when you cut it off that you're going to rake your hand on and get yourself all sliced and cut up. And you might need a pair of needle nose to straighten out wire to get your clips on. There's your basic tools. Let me show you a little bit more advanced tools. This is something I used to bend the corners on those cages where you bent one edge up and you bent the other edge up and you had the piece that wrapped around. I bent that little wraparound piece with these. That helped. Now I'm going to take you over and show you my sheet metal brake. I tried to show you that in my other video, but evidently I had the camera set a little too high and it was not in the picture very well. So let me show you that. Okay, this is a sheet metal brake. I mounted it on a base here. It kind of made the base so it hold everything I needed. What you do is you put one of your, I'll just use the small one that I made. You put your metal on there. Put a bar on top and use a C-clamp to clamp it down on your metal that you need to bend. And you use two handles on each end to then bend the metal up. I'm going to use this to bend the metal or the wire for the cages, and it'll make nice straight bends on the corners, and I plan on making quite a few cages. So something like this would come in handy. This is just a China-made one, cheapo. I see them at Harbor Freight that are the same thing as this. That's not where I got this. I don't remember where I got it, but you can even make your own. This is just a piece of angle iron, and this is a piece of angle iron, and then it was ground nice and flat on top, which how necessary that is for wire cages, I don't know. And it's just got a pin through here that holds this on the back of it, and there you go. It'd be easy to make. This is a piece of angle on the end that this back plate's welded to, and then this pins through it. Drill a hole in the end of this for your handle. Easy to make, but cheap to buy too, so I'm not sure what they call it. My handle's coming loose. Let's get on with the cage building. Okay, this is going to be the second segment in what you need to build your cages. First part was the tools. The second part is going to be your wire. What we have here is 1/2 by 1 inch by 30 inch, and this is 16 gauge galvanized wire. It will be for the bottom of the cage, which will make it easier for the rabbits to walk on. You put the 1/2 inch wire up and the inch spacing wire down, and it makes it a nice smooth walking surface for the rabbit. I bought 18 inch wide 2 by 1 14 gauge. This will be for around the cage. My cages will be 18 inches high. I wanted something a little taller than what I used to have, which was about 16 inches. And I had taken this 36 inch stuff and cut it in half. And generally, if you want all your cages the same height, you're going to lose 4 inches in there. You could make one cage 2 inches taller than the next cage, but I wanted them all the same, so I did a lot of cutting years ago. I'm going to make mine 18 inches high, and all I got to do is cut them to length. They'll be 30 inches deep from the front of the cage to the back and 36 inches wide. This is 36 inch wide, 2 by 1 14 gauge wire, which will be the top of the cage. I will run it to 36 inches wide and cut it to length at 30 inches. Less cutting makes my hands happy. So this is going to be the first video in this series on building all wire rabbit cages and how I do it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the second in this series. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I like your comments. I always try to reply to all the comments. So let's get some repertoire going here on how to build these cages. You may have some better ideas on it than me. Thanks for watching.